Hello and welcome to Let's Play Repton 3. It's been a while since I've done a recording, and I'm not giving up the Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog series. This is a little bit of a special recording that I'm doing. So Repton 3, as you can see, 1986. This is the game I've loved ever since childhood, but right now I'm doing a special set of levels, which is the Badger set, designed by testpilotmonkey, a contact who's also been part of the Repton community for some years. We've worked together on some projects, and he's a very good level designer, so I'm excited to see what he's got in store for us. And the other thing that makes this special is, of course, by the time I discovered the internet, YouTube, recording, I knew all the original screens like the back of my hand. So this is the first time I have ever gotten the chance to record a set of Repton 3 screens that I have never seen before, so you'll be able to follow along with me as I try to solve them for the first time. And I'm aware that several of the people watching this are not familiar with the game, so I will try to explain things a little as I go along. So our goal is to collect all of these diamonds. The rocks will fall as soon as they're unsupported, and that cage will open to reveal a diamond later on. So to prevent the rock falling on it, we have to do what's called a Repton shuffle, which means we step to the left and immediately press right. Have to do that twice. That's the key, and when taken, that opens all safes on the level. We haven't seen any safes yet, but if we look at the map, safes are those red squares that you can see a lot of in the lower left. And there's also a rock directly perched on one of them, and that's always a thing to look out for if there's a key early on in the level. Is there later in the level a rock on a safe? Because when the safe's open to reveal diamonds, diamonds have curved tops, so the rock will fall. And when it falls, if a rock can fall both ways, it will always choose left, so it would have trapped the diamond from the safe directly under me. So defuse that trap by pushing the rock off the safe is what's being communicated. Here I can't progress to the right because that would trap that diamond. You can see in the room beyond a little thing flickering down. That's a spirit, and directing the spirits into the cages is what reveals the diamonds they contain. So I think it's now safe to get the key. Let's go back down. And there's a monster. You may have noticed when I went down this corridor before that there was an egg. Well, that was also on a safe, so it's also been destabilized when I got the key. So the surest way to deal with monsters is to push rocks into them. Now it's possible to go into this room. You can see that the spirits always follow the wall they're connected to. So to get them into those cages, I have to place rocks here, here, and here. So I'll need 3 rocks. The only way in to get those rocks would seem to be using a transporter, or maybe getting them from above if I was meant to somehow... at the moment I can push only one of the rocks from above down. Transporters. The thing that's on the far right, the little yellow box, is a transporter. It takes you to a fixed destination, and you don't know where all of them go at the start of the level, so there is a little bit of trial and error there. That's what one looks like in the actual game. I still can't go to the right there. I can't go down through this cage. This spirit's just going to go into that cage. So all I can do at the moment is take this transporter, see where it goes. There's a spirit circling a rock, circling a wall, which is... Oh, there are two of them. Okay, so just run past this. I shouldn't have taken that because I needed to leave this diamond so as to have a space to dislodge the... Well, I'll show you what I mean in just a second when I get back to this point. So I thought I would play a bit off camera. Then I realised that, in fact, the very start of the level might hold the key to this. So later on, I will need to get 3 rocks down that gap where the cage is. And you might notice that the diamonds are set up so that the rock in the very top left corner can be pushed down if I leave those diamonds in place. So together with the rock that's now on the wall, that would give me 2. To get 3, I can do that if I leave this diamond here and not like that. I think I can do something along these lines. Would Repton shuffling them opposite ways help? Actually, yes, because then I can forget the corner rock. Now I have these 3. So, as before, that's the egg. As before, I go down to push the rock off its safe. Come back up. I don't think there is anything else on the map. Oh, that's interesting. I could actually push this rock down to here and then through there if I needed 4 rocks for any reason. But the way the puzzle's set up, I think I only need 3. That's a very nice monster kill because the way it's set up, there's no risk involved. Sometimes you can get monsters where there is risk because there's a little bit of random variation in their movements. But they do always try to move towards Repton. Okay, so just release this spirit to... the crown is basically a super diamond. It's worth 10 times as much points, and there's only 1 of them in the level, and that's all it is. Just be careful when coming down here that I don't actually run into the spirits. They will kill you on contact, so will the skulls. There we go. And this earth doesn't have to be collected. There's no advantage to collecting it. In Repton 2, which is one of the other games in the series, you do have to get the earth, but not this. So the left-hand side of this level is pretty much cleared out. Just need to get these diamonds in this little area. And when I play through the screens, I don't want to have the map on too much, but it is often useful for planning. So I'm now thinking that this boulder and diamond setup might be a puzzle similar to the one in the top left, where I will later have to push a certain number down the chute to connect the other cage that's in midair. And that in fact is where we saw the spirit earlier. So think about how many rocks I would need down there. I won't be able to show anything because I don't have a cursor, but I think the answer is 3. 1 directly under the cage, 1 to the left of that, and 1 on top of that, held in place by the diamond. But I could also get a 4th from the one that's just up and to the left of that on a wall if I can teleport to the other side to push that. and there is a transporter at the very bottom of the level. And I don't know where that one goes yet. Oh, one other suspicious thing is that the gap directly above me, gaps are often transporter destinations, so just in case that's where that one goes, I should do that. There was also a diamond right at the bottom where those two rocks have fallen down, but I've taken it. So that may have been a little intentional trap by the level designer. So, question, can we get through this puzzle in a way that leaves 3 rocks available? I don't think I have very much choice here. I could take the diamond to the left of me or this one. Both have the same result of those 3 rocks falling down. And I've either got to... here's something. I could... I failed. I could have shuffled that one to the left and then shuffled the second one to the left, so they would be here and here. Then later I could push this one, followed by taking this diamond to lower this one, and then this one that's under me now would also be available. And together with this one, that would be the solution. So this time I will replay that off camera. Okay, here we are again. So I've done a little bit of testing. Now, my original plan was to take the diamond that's to my right and shuffle both these rocks to the left. But I found that if I do that, the top rock rolling off the diamond will actually kill Repton. So it's different here from the scenario where the rocks are in a vertical pile. So instead the solution is to take that and push that. A much simpler way of achieving the same result. Okay, so here we want to leave the bottom diamonds undisturbed and instead use the space where the rock is as our safe space. It shouldn't be too hard. Oh, okay, the timing with respect to the second spirit meant that it came up and surprised me like that. And, of course, because the spirits are in cycles of the same length, that's going to be a problem no matter what. So I should note that although I am using save states so that I don't have to play through the same section of the level I've already done, for anyone playing the game normally without save states, there is a saving grace in that you can access that transporter very early on to practice this part. Even though the level as a whole is unwinnable if you come into this part too soon, because the diamonds just beyond the cages started out as safes. Anyway, so I think that what we have to do, going back to the map. The only time I can get to the rock is basically if the spirit has just gone past it, so the spirit will be in the lower left. Which means the second spirit will also be in the lower left. And I do not want the second spirit to reach the lower right, because then it might go past the rock and come up and hit me. So I basically just want to push the rock as soon as possible. So, like so. And yeah, that was a panic reaction. I have to say, this is quite tricky for the first level of a set. I wonder what the other 7 will be like. So that's it. Just push the rock and immediately stop. The second one should be much easier. Can't get out except by going through the transporter, so we'll find out where it goes. And it is indeed up here. Should I let... Yeah, it's okay to let the fifth rock drop, but no more than that. Okay, so we're going into this last section. And as I explained, the spirit is orbiting this wall. I have to let this out first, then bring 3 rocks down. Okay, there's another monster here, and this one is also very easy. There's plenty of time. I just drop the rock straight down onto it. So there are no more transporters on the level, so I have to push this one to the left. And because I'm so near the end, I think I'll try to solve this one on the map, but I've already seen the solution. I just let that fall on top of the other rock, let them both fall like that. This one I just let it fall onto the wall. Now it's just a matter of cleanup. I can let these all fall down now. That should be all the diamonds on the level. Just to confirm, I can press return at any time to view the status screen. When it says diamonds defuse time bomb, obviously that means there are none left. Go and defuse the time bomb. That's the final objective. Time 5506. I haven't mentioned the time limit up to now. The unit is rather arcane thousandths of a minute, so I have 5 minutes left. This level probably started with 9 or 10 minutes, so time was never meant to be an issue on the level. It's just that the game doesn't allow you to set infinite time. Every level has to have a 4-digit or less time limit. Anyway, this is the time bomb. Once we have got all the diamonds, killed all the monsters, and collected the crown, we can defuse it, and that completes the level. So, I think that's where I'm going to leave it for this video. That was quite long and complicated for a single level. I hope you're looking forward to Screen B next time. Thank you for watching.